let's welcome Dr. Adedayo Kayode. Dr. Adedayo Kayode, good morning. Can you hear us now?
Yes, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. So let's quickly get straight into business. Let's talk about what's happening in Rivers. Governor Siminalayi Fubara has said that his meekness should not be taken as weakness. What's your thought on that? And with everything that is going on in Rivers State, the vandalism, burning of cars and buildings?
Yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, if we are talking about Rivers State and the outcome of the election, and then the swearing in, then the imbroglio and fracas that followed the swearing in since yesterday. You see, in this country now, before now, we have been experiencing executive rascality. But right now, we are also experiencing what I can call judicial rascality. Because prior to that election, notices were sent out that local government election will be holding last Saturday, according to how it has been stipulated in CIEC guidelines. To that extent, preparation started. But then, there are some people that were saying no, they won't be part of that, they will not allow it to hold. And Fubara, who has always been ahead of them, got a court order that yes, that election can hold. Before Wikede went to Abuja High Court to get another order. But then which one should come before the other? What has been the stipulation of our constitution? 1. 2. These people also claimed, and they showed the evidence that they have collected ahead of time the voters register from INEC as stipulated by the constitution. So excuse me, why should somebody now go to CIEC office to lay siege towards destroying electoral materials there? At the end of the day, the election was held peacefully because I was monitoring it from Abuja. From different TV stations, I was monitoring it. TVC, Arise, Channels, which other one? Silverbird. Everything went on peacefully. Declarations were made by CIEC. And what are they supposed to do? You saw them in immediately so that they can start administration of their various local governments. But then what did we see? Are we now saying, because here there is an alibi. I could see an alibi. Before then, IGP had ordered police to take charge, to put on lock all the local government secretariats. But shortly before the election day, they were being asked to move away. So are we now saying, because you now ask them to move away, and they want to show, and the police now want to show that yes, we are relevant, then those who love are waiting? So there's a big problem in this country. And we should note that when there is executive rascality, inclusive of judicial rascality, there is no way our democracy will grow. There are rules and regulations that have been stipulated that needs to be followed. And if Ubara had followed this, I think that was why during the election and immediately after the election, there was no fracas in Rivers State. No fracas. Until after these people now decide to go and assume their various offices. Why can't we, or why can't the politicians just learn their lessons from the past?
Let me come in here, Doctor.
We want to truncate this democracy that we are celebrating.
Yeah.
Yes, we are an independent nation, but are the citizens having their rights? Are they free from rascality of governance? The democracy that we are now enjoying, you now want to take it away from us? The person is for the politicians to sit down
Doctor,
and learn their lessons.
Yeah, let me come in here.
Look at the way the other election, the other democracy was truncated.
Let me come in here, Doctor. You keep hammering on the word democracy, yeah? And an interesting term you use.
Is it what?
You keep talking about democracy. Democracy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
You keep talking about democracy. So let me take your attention to this story on the front page of The Guardian, right? It says 80% of Africans unhappy with delivery of democratic rule. This is coming from Aki Kekere Ekun. What's your take on this, though?
You see, when we are talking about democracy, it is all about the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And when we are also looking at that, because you have a lot of people, everybody cannot occupy a particular position at the same time. That is one. Two, there is nobody that can assume any democratic position without the people and without some critical part of the population supporting you. No doubt about that. But the moment that person assumes office, the person must know that you are there based on the free will of the people. That is, the people have freely submitted their sovereignty to you. And all they are expecting is dividends of democracy, nothing more. But it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Africans and Nigerians especially have not been allowed to enjoy dividends of democracy. And why is this so? Because some people within the society always feel that they are bigger than the rules and regulations guiding the environment. They see themselves as the lord of the minor. But why should it be? Why should that be? No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Fubara wouldn't have been the governor of Rivers State without the support of some people. But like in Yoruba, they will say, that is, when you have gifted somebody a ram, you leave that ram for that person, not that you will give him the ram and then be holding the rope.
All right.
Because the moment that is to say, the moment you have put the ring of the deities in somebody's hand, you have empowered that person.
All right.
That person will be saying, yes, let me see who the heck will come and remove this ring from his hand.
Okay, Doctor.
We want to flex our muscles.
Doctor, you know, for the sake of time, I want us to cover as much topic as you can before we go, right? There's this other one I want you to take a look at. In case you don't know, we are switching gears already. We are moving straight to the front page of the Daily Trust. It's about Dangote Refinery. Nigerians may pay more for petrol as NNPC quits middleman role. Let's have your take quickly on this before we wrap this segment up.
The issue that we are having with Dangote Refinery is beyond the middlemen. It's beyond it. It is nothing other than connivance of the leadership. There are some people there who are at the ends of affairs. they have invested in two things. One, some have invested in refineries, while some have invested in facilities for importation. And they know if Dangote refinery is allowed to operate the way it should operate, they will go out of business. And they don't want to go out of business. That is just it. And on this issue, honestly speaking, I wouldn't mind if I can even come to your studio for us to give a proper history to the problem we are facing in petroleum industry. And the earlier the people know the truth, the better. People should know the truth. I'm telling you this. Before now, I have been saying it, that petroleum, that is our PMS, is not supposed to be sold more than 70 naira per liter. But even now, latest information gathered through my research has even shown that if government has allowed our refineries to be working, or if government can put their energy in Dangote refinery, if Nigerians are getting PMS free of charge, Dangote refinery will still not lose. And I have my facts and figures. And the earlier Nigerians understood this, the better. So don't put all those things on middlemen. It's not about middlemen. It's the government, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, the person who has the whole thing on his table, decide today that he is ready to do away with the middlemen. He can do it.
All right, Dr. Adedayo.
He has the red biro to sign. He has, if there is that political will, then he will know what to do. They are just suffering us for nothing, just because some people have invested in refineries outside of Nigeria. And they don't want to lose their investment. They don't want to go out of business.
Dr. Adedayo Kayode.
That's why they have been ahead of them before time.
Dr. Adedayo Kayode, I understand your passion towards, should I say, deregulation or the total reduction of fuel price. And of course, I can guarantee you that very soon we would have you here live to actually shed more details, to elucidate, expatiate this, your theory, your research on how petrol should even be sold, should be even given free. It will be it's almost like a dream, but I know we can really achieve it.
When I come back to Lagos, I will give you a call, and we can have an hour discussion on the. I will come to your studio for us to have an hour discussion on this to educate the people. It is time.
Most definitely.
It is time that we people join hands together to emancipate ourselves, or else we will continue to lose our identity and dignity.
And that is a safe place to land. Thank you very much, Dr. Adedayo Kayode. We do appreciate your thoughts.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me today. Enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week.
Thank you. You too. Bye.